pour me a cup of that Joe. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, baby. Let's start the show.
Ooh, it's comfy down here.
Yeah. It's interesting how this room is like perfect temperature.
Yeah.
You okay,
It is
Todd?
nice. Yeah, we're kind of in the basement, you know. This building's got some good bones.
Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it?
Really good bones in here. It's
Yeah.
not pretty, but you can tell it is structurally sound.
Yes. Whoa, a lot of dust coming off the ceiling of
Sorry
that
about
hit.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. But the beams
Damn.
are strong.
The beams are very strong.
It's
Let me get one of
dusty.
those. Oh, shit.
No, it's fine. I
That
think it's fine.
broke.
No, it's
Okay.
fine. It's settling. You know
That
what I
one
mean?
must have been load bearing.
This-
Yeah,
this-
that was just a
yeah.
load bearing.
And this building was
That
built
was just
in
load bearing.
This building was built in the 1960s, so it's still just kind of like settling. You know what I mean? So you hit something.
Oh, that one was pretty solid.
That was
That was
solid.
solid.
All right, not bad.
Solid
not
play.
bad.
This was one of the buildings that was built during the 60s by, they were trying this experiment where construction workers were
Yes.
dosed with LSD.
Yes.
And so it was built by a lot of...
Well, in the crazy 60s, most people were on LSD.
yes.
Yes.
Right.
In the
Yeah.
crazy
In the
60s,
crazy 60s,
which is 64 to 68.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of
but-
people say it didn't end until 69, but I say the real crazy 60s ended in
Well,
68.
that's usually where it ends for me.
Right.
When I ask for that.
Yeah.
How about we 69?
Too crazy.
I'm leaving. We just got bread, Bill. You know, it's a little soon in the dinner.
It's fast in the dinner. You should wait till the bed.
Yeah, but yeah, you can tell
Yeah,
this.
wait till the bread, not the bed. Wait till the bed,
Other
not
way.
the bread.
What about the hungry 60s? The first part of the 60s
Yeah.
where everyone was very hungry.
That's right. It was the famine, the early 60s famine.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's what led to everybody being so crazy.
Well, everybody talks about the crazy 60s. They don't talk about the cause of it, which was the hungry 60s,
The
the
hungry
famine.
60s. I didn't
Yes,
crazy
there's
60s.
always something right before. And of course, before the hungry 60s was the sleepy late 50s.
The sleepy late 50s.
They're tired. Everybody's tired. They
Everyone
go to
was
the sock
exhausted
hop.
from the
Yeah.
Korean War.
Yeah.
right.
Yes,
That's right.
That was so tiring.
Yeah.
Everyone did the
And that's
Korean
what they're
War.
not talking about. That's why race relations got so tough in America. Everybody was tired
Yes.
for years. Then they were
Everybody's tired, and
hungry
they were
for
hungry.
years.
Yeah.
JFK died of hunger.
Exactly.
Yes,
He got so
somebody,
hungry.
that somebody at the top of the school book depository stole his sandwich.
Yeah.
And he died.
He got so hungry. He got so hungry that his head flew off.
Well, look at Bobby Kennedy. I mean, that's right. That's exactly right. He was so hungry that his head flew off. Bobby Kennedy
have
was
you-
killed by a hungry man in a kitchen.
Well, the Zapruder film is that's the first instance of seeing a man's head fly away. That's what's so crazy, but they
And you
lied
can
to
see
you.
it.
They, of course, lied to you because it's not a head flying away. This is a gunshot wound.
Well,
It's a
because if
gunshot
you
wound.
watch that video, you could tell Jackie is stuffed.
yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
How did she get all the food in President Kennedy's hungry?
Well, because you see, his head flies off, and she jumps onto the back of the thing and just throws food away. She
You know
throws
what
food
I
that's
heard?
on the back of the car away.
I heard there was a second steak on the grassy knoll.
No.
That's what I heard.
You're kidding.
Seconds?
A second, yes, seconds.
there
you know
were
how, like,
seconds
when
on the
you're-
grassy knoll.
You know, like how when you're a kid, you say, "I want seconds."
Yes.
Yeah, there's like that on the grassy knoll. There were seconds.
Wow.
JFK, he didn't
That's
ask.
the story.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
guys. You're going to have to forgive me one more time because you guys know this is a new console. This is a new recording studio. We've been recording this whole time.
Oh, Howard reincarnate.
Come on.
Jesus.
Howard and Howard's old body.
Howard
sorry, guys.
regenerated in Stu's exoskeleton. Fuck yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
I
Look,
thought you were going to be able to shake it without that nasty skeleton. on it.
I said to myself when I walked in today, I said, do not start recording until you look all the guys in the eye and say, are you guys ready to start recording? And I'll tell you this, I walked right in and I think just instinctually pushed this huge record button.
Well, hey,
we
you know
were
what?
recording
I'm
this
turning
whole time.
over and you leave. I forgive you. Come here, shake my hand. Too slow.
Oh my God.
Wow,
Cool.
okay. Well,
And
Look, is
listen,
that a
Howard,
moonwalk?
Howard,
Are you moonwalking?
Howard,
I definitely am.
oh, he, Mr. Jackson.
baby.
Look at that moonwalk. That's a
Yeah.
perfect moonwalk.
Thank you. They said you
He's
couldn't
putting-
moonwalk in a wheelchair, but I can do it.
Actually, really well.
Well, that's okay. Todd's being an asshole right now, but I will tell you, I am not. and I am here to take up for you, Howard.
Thank you.
And so much so, you got a little bit of mustard on your shirt right here.
Yeah, really?
Look.
Oh,
Got
my
your nose,
God.
you
Look
bitch, and he.
Moonwalking.
Wow, he's moonwalking.
Okay, guys, come on now. Can we
Chippy.
listen? A lot's gone down over the last couple of weeks.
Oh,
Okay,
Howard, I
so-
got bad news for you. This is embarrassing.
Oh, my
Your
God.
shoe is untied.
No, it's not. I'm not gonna look. My shoe is not untied.
Okay.
You're about.
right.
I'm gonna look down there, and
Okay,
you're gonna kick me in the
I
nose.
guess walk over to the other side of the room then and see what
Yeah,
happens.
just see what happens.
What?
Try walking. Oh, a butt kick.
Oh, that's right.
He walked away. His
Jesus.
shoe was tied. He walked
Guys-
away and he got kicked in the butt
Guys,
by
seriously,
Sam.
look,
Classic
we
prank.
are trying to start anew, okay? Can we please just leave these childish antics in the past, okay?
It's just been so long. You know, we're just not used to having you back. You know, you were in a cocoon of Stu's body and you blossomed to an not a beautiful butterfly, but same ugly Howard.
Okay, well, listen, guys.
But we're going to give you a break.
Evolution in
We're going to
reverse.
give you a break because it's brand new
Please,
recording
yes.
equipment.
Okay, listen. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to the Teacher's Lounge. It used to be the first, best, and only podcast pertaining to issues relevant to the handle.
Rhelephant. Now that is a new. You guys, the rhino just died. The last male rhino. But what you were told by the media is there is a brand new species of Rhelephant.
That's right.
Yes.
Which-
Half rhino, half elephant, all scary.
Yes.
Well, anyway.
And it's called the Rhelephant because it is relevant to right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Is that why they named it?
And because it's been breed with a rhino.
Yes, yes.
It's a relevant rhino elephant. It's a relevant.
What makes it relevant, though? Is it
Well,
politically conscious or
Oh, it's a very, very woke.
Yeah.
Woke.
It's rope.
It's Roke. Roker. It's Roke. Here's the thing.
halves.
A lot of
Three
people
halves.
are talking about lately, Marlon Wayans has got his new awesome special out, Woke-ish.
Yep.
A lot of people are talking about woke, but what they're not talking about is what we are all in this room, which is Roke. It means we do the weather, we lose weight, and we do the weather. And we're America's sweethearts.
That's right.
We're rogue.
In
We're rogue as hell.
2018, if you're not rogue, I don't want to talk to you.
Okay, well, as I was trying to say before I accidentally talked about a very
No problem.
relevant issue.
Two new things
Yes.
that seemed like accidental things in your speech, but they were
Anyway,
not.
This, of course, used to be a podcast that was pertaining to issues relevant to the Hamilton High School community, but, due to a various events outside of our control, it no
Way
longer-
outside our
way
control.
outside of our control.
Had nothing to do with us.
No.
Nothing to do with us. We
Zero.
just happened to be there.
Once again, we are victims.
Yes.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Right, guys.
That's right.
The right guys.
But anyway, we actually, you've all listened to the podcast, so you know what's been going down. But a lot's happened in the last couple of weeks. But we all decided to make a choice to change this season, and we've all actually applied and been accepted to university again. So we decided to turn over a new leaf.
Yes.
Back to the basics.
Back to the
We're
basics
back to the
again.
basics. We're back to the basics. God, it feels good to be back in college.
Yeah.
That's right.
We're
It does.
regrouping.
Yes.
It's time to get our skills back up to what they were
You know
in
what
our
feels
late
good
20s.
for me? Just having a backpack on again. Just feeling the weight on my
Yeah,
back.
with
Feeling
your-
I'm not supposed to be slouched forward.
With
I'm
your
supposed to be standing up like
scoliosis,
this.
it is really, is it helping your scoliosis?
It is therapeutic. It is painfully straightening out my back. every day.
Good,
It's
good.
really good for me.
Well,
Yeah.
for anybody who's just picking up on this season, we should probably introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Former host of the Teacher's Lounge.
Yeah, I, of course, am Howard Levis. I was a biology teacher, and then my friends killed me and ate my body. And I was reincarnated as Stu Taylor, the band director from our old school.
Yep.
And, of course, last season, his body was shot off of mine, and I am now myself.
You are somehow yourself again.
It is so great that you're yourself again when you weren't yourself for so long.
When you get a blessing, and I think this is a blessing that you're back, Howard. I have missed you. You don't ask the Lord questions. You say, sure, somehow he is back from the dead within another husk of a person's body.
Don't pull it apart further than that, because you don't want to know what you'll
Honestly,
find.
I finally believe. He came back, and I finally believe whatever I'm supposed to.
We are firm believers in the Lord now. Hey, how's it going? My name is Bill Cravey. I was a coach. I've taught Spanish. I've been an actor. I've been an ostrich. I have been a woman named Bethany Hart. I have been... What else?
A bear.
A bear. But now I am myself, and I am 100%, and I am here, and I am studying communications.
Wow.
My name is Sam Weatherman, previously Sexy Sammy, previously Sexy Sammy Silver, superpower agent in Hollywood. Before that, I was an opium addict at a school. Before that, I was a self-help teacher and published author, disgraced.
Who blew up a school.
That's right, blew up a school. Before that, I was a counselor untrained, but responsible for the mental health of every student. Blew up the Louvre that year. And then before that, I owned Crazy Limos, a service in which I could not operate.
Yes, you drove limos really badly.
That's right, but now I am nothing if not hospitable. I am majoring in hotel management.
Wow.
I just know how to take care of people, and I can't wait to do it professionally.
You are hospitable.
Thank you. I know exactly what people want and try my best to give it to them.
In fact, you have a little concierge set up over there right now, right?
Yeah, that's right. I got a little bell desk. I have a little concierge. I have one of those brass barred wheelie dealies. That's what they call them.
That's
So
the
you've been moving
brass
people's
barred
luggage around on your brass bar wheelie dealies.
Yeah, I'll follow people to class and I'll say that backpack looks heavy. Why don't I throw it on here?
Right.
And now,
ask for tips, of
and
course.
I'm sorry, I did take a bottle of Perrier off of this little tray on the table here, and then I immediately received a charge to my debit card for $14.
Well, let's be fair. You have 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds before the weighted system charges you an exorbitant amount of money. But after that, we both agree.
Is that okay? Is that what the hospitality program at this school teaches? Just the con of the hospitality industry?
the con? I don't know, buddy. You wanted a Perrier and you got one, didn't you?
And earlier,
You're welcome.
you
Thank
wanted
you.
me to pay you $7.99 so you could sulk around me in a nightie but not show me any nudity?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
It's like a softcore experience.
Like an escort
that's
scenario.
part of our turn down service. It's our turn down any
like
time
the
of day.
opposite of turning up?
Yeah, it's our turn down service, which is at college. This is really popular. People are turning up constantly, but there's
Right.
nerds who don't want to turn up.
Right.
So we'll turn down the situation. We'll come into a loud little John type party or a frat type party and just dance around in the night.
Right.
Sometimes it's anti-hospitality. Sometimes it's hospitality. Depends on who your customer is. But if you'd like to know any more, just go ahead and grease my palm there, and I can let you guys know.
And you mean spray olive oil on it?
Oh no, I'm talking real money. I'm not one of those Santa Monica City Hall guys.
Okay, so you're not a fat man who's motivated by grease.
No, I'm not him.
Speaking of the devil, Todd Padre.
Fat man.
Todd Padre, Todd exonerated Padre.
Yes.
Yep.
Killed O.J. Simpson, got off for it. Divorced theater guru.
Oh, no.
And now I'm in college, undeclared, hopeful, walk-on freshman for the D1 football team here.
Hopeful walk-on freshman. Now, what does that mean? Are you involved with the team yet?
No, but
You're hoping they will allow you to walk on?
that's correct.
And are
Okay.
you telling them that you'd like to be on the team, or are you just sort of going to practices and then walking up to the field
And also-
sheepishly?
And also, currently, you cannot walk.
Well, Feels like you guys are real focused on the walk-on part, not the hopeful part.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So, but yes, I adopted a bit of a Larry Flint persona during the trial.
Adopted or were
A
forced,
little bit.
or were forced by your actual physical circumstances.
And also, I saw you rolling around with Larry Flint. Did you adopt him as well?
So I adopted Larry Flint's persona, and I adopted Larry Flint. And my son taught me a lot about going through a very public trial.
Yes.
And so I am in this wheelchair.
We were
yeah,
wondering if that was true or not.
Yes, I am actually in this wheelchair.
And you
I fell down in the toilet.
Yeah,
and-
you keep trying to pretend like your legs don't work, but we see it's a lot like that documentary on HBO,
Mommy Dead and
Mommy
Dearest?
Dead and Dearest.
Yeah.
It seems like you're faking it because we see the movements of your legs.
Because Hayok came on earlier and both of your toes started tapping like crazy. Both of your toes started going left, right.
Yeah,
left,
in fact,
right.
you started shaking your feet like a Polaroid picture.
Well, that's a miracle, and I'll have to tell my doctor about it.
That's impressive.
That's a real miracle.
it
No,
seems like
I
we've got-
didn't. I didn't start rolling around in its wheelchair to elicit sympathy from a jury of my peers.
Yeah,
You didn't?
we
No.
should talk about that.
Yeah, because it does seem like we are bearing the lead. The most important part of this story is you were acquitted of the murder of O.J. Simpson, which
That's
you
right.
confessed to.
That's right. I confessed to it. I killed OJ.
What you see, if you ever see O.J. Simpson walking around in front of you, that is not O.J.
No, right.
That's a crude.
It's a crude
It's
impersonator.
just a crude man.
Crude man.
Yeah, it's a crude man.
But
Crude
yes.
man.
Yeah.
So you killed O.J. We escaped last season.
We escaped
The
last
very last season with the Rat Mafia hot on our
I would
hot on
say
our
we
trail.
escaped Hollywood narrowly with our lives.
That's
Yeah.
right.
If
Hollywood.
we kept going down the path we were going down, we were 4 doornails.
Well, yeah, the El Chopper showed up. He apologized in tiny print that we had to squint to read. He apologized. We got on there and he saved us.
and
from
we're
the
on
Rat
good
Mafia.
terms with Chapo now.
Yes.
But you were found out.
But the cops, well, yes. Similar to Robert Durst, I got caught buying a sandwich.
Stealing a sandwich.
I got
You were
caught.
trying to steal a sandwich.
That's right. I should say I got caught selling a sandwich I had stolen.
Yeah, and you were trying to resell a sandwich outside of a deli you had just stolen it from, and
That's
you
right.
were burping and saying, "I did it."
Well,
And you were trying to sell it back through the window of the deli to
That's
the
right.
deli guy.
I said, yeah.
You guys could really use something like
There
this.
was like this. And the cops knew I was there because there's some video of me puttering around my brother's apartment building.
Yeah, your family is fucking. They've installed a lot of cameras, and your ass gets called the cops on every time you're outside of the house.
That's right. Similarly, my brother looks like John Lovitz and he's rich and I hate his guts. That's something we haven't talked about here yet.
How many times have you been
Absolutely.
arrested by your family for puttering around your own property?
I had more times than I can count on 2 hands, so at least 7.
Yeah,
Right, because you've had some accidents.
That's right.
yeah. You only have 6 fingers.
Yes.
Lead buried. Yep.
So anyway, I went to trial. You guys, you were by my side.
Well, yeah, we were part of the team.
You were part of the. You were part of the. I would say whatever the opposite of the dream team is what the media was calling it.
Well, we took that a
the
little literally.
Yugoslavian basketball team.
We
That's
took it
what
too
the media was
literally.
calling us.
And then we were there in jerseys.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we thought you wanted a dream team like thing, but all we could find was Yugoslavian ripoff jerseys. So that's why they were calling us that. We were wearing Yugoslavian dream team jerseys to your arraignment.
So you couldn't even find the original Yugoslavian jerseys.
No,
They were ripped
no.
off.
Yeah,
yeah.
but we gave you. You were caught. You were.
You confessed.
You confessed.
There's recorded evidence of you confessing to this murder,
But-
detailing the details.
Right.
But
I detailed the details.
we were able to paint you as a hero.
Mm-hmm.
You were, of course, lucky for you. The trial. Your trial happened in Yorba Linda, California.
Yeah, we
right.
got the trial moved to a place where the jury would be a lot of men like me.
Yes, old, mean, awful white men.
Yes.
The jury of your peers.
Jury of my peers.
Ugly men.
Well, that's the justice system at work, baby. Your peers decide if you're guilty or not guilty.
That's
And
right.
they somehow sided with you after you lost the use of your legs mid-trial.
In a weird turn of events, Judge Ito was a juror.
And they found OJ guilty, which was the craziest part.
Yes.
They found OJ guilty of his own murder by Todd.
And they said that you were, they said that you were, in this case, judge, jury, and executioner, and you carried out the full extent of the justice system on your own.
Yeah, the final word was OJ guilty of suicide.
That's right. So
It's a real shame. Real mark on his legacy.
OJ's guilty of suicide, and I'm free as a bird, baby.
Yeah.
And let's just real quick before we move on.
Yeah.
Yes.
We care about OJ. He's been a friend for a long time. He's gotten us out of a lot of jams. Friend of the pod, friend of the show, big time.
Yes, friend of the show.
And we would be remiss to not say a very quick thank you.
Let's say thank you to OJ right now. OJ, thank you. You have gotten us out of so many sticky situations. There we are blowing up one of those schools we worked at. Maybe it was Hamilton High the second time we were there. We blew it up. Who showed up in the Bronco? OJ.
That's right.
You know what? Maybe we can get OJ out of this jam. Maybe if we play our cards right, there's something we can do
I mean, Howard's back.
to do the Howard.
Yeah, I mean, if
It's going to be lucky.
I'm done with OJ. I'm done. I think he's a bad man.
Well, he said you had the lowest status in the house.
Yeah, he said I'm low status.
Now, if someone insults you, you'll turn on him pretty quick, Todd. Because
kill him.
he let us live in his home. He saved our lives multiple times, and then he just sort of said, "You are low status,"
That's right.
and that's all it took for you.
Well, he got what he deserved, and I've been seen recently screaming at his grave. You can see me once a week. I go down.
Yeah,
to
you live stream it.
I live stream it.
Live stream.
Yeah. I
new
just
app.
got on Facebook. I love what they're doing right now. I hadn't been on Facebook for a while.
Yeah, but you heard about
I heard about
what's it
Cambridge
called?
Analytica,
Cambridge
and I was like, these guys are the future.
Well, yeah, I have been trying to do as many Facebook quizzes as I can. I download every app. I do every quiz so I can give all of my friends information away because I am down to clown. Right?
yes,
Right?
We are very down to clown. Take all our information, use it to trick us. We don't care.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking of down to clown, I mean, that's what we're kind of hoping this new college experience is about.
Yes.
Not only are we trying to restart our lives and
Right.
sort of reset ourselves personally, and sort of we all realized that we were headed down a bad path. So we were like, you know what?
Yes.
What's the best way to change things? It's to completely start fresh,
Be down
pick
to
a new
clown.
pick a
Yeah.
new path,
And this
pick a new
is-
road, and see what happens.
It's socially exciting right now. It's rush week, so
Yes.
we're looking at frats. I know you got a few letters, Howard, that said "Do not rush."
Yeah, and I said, don't worry about it. I'm gonna anything I do, I will pace it out.
You got hit with
I
a
will-
quick eviction notice this week, too.
Yeah, you've been evicted from your dorm already.
Yeah, I had a little disagreement with my roommate, as is gonna happen in
You had a
college.
disagreement with a college roommate, and they evicted you.
Yeah, they talked.
Sounds like you were in the wrong. What happened?
Unanimously?
Well, it's one of those things where you know how college dorm rooms have bunk beds. I walked in and I said to my roommate, I don't know if I can handle this.
Let's just
Meaning
share
what?
a bed. That's what you
Just
said, right?
share a bed.
I can't sleep that far apart from you.
Yeah, let's put them together. Let's
Fucking creep.
we'll take them down and we'll put the beds together and we'll just share it so we have a little bit more space.
Right away.
And he had a problem with that. For some reason, and he complained to the RA, and the RA went and took it up the ladder.
But I'm sorry about your eviction.
No,
but
it's okay. It's okay. Obviously, I'm moving to a new dorm room. You guys can stop touching me. It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
yeah.
I'm obviously moving to a new dorm room. I'm trying to get a solo room. I've
You're
put
trying
in
to get a solo dorm room?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Well,
I
I would hope that it's not in a dorm. I'm hoping to try
I
to get
thought you
my own
wanted
house.
one of those sort of military hospitals where everybody's in the same room and it's disgusting.
Couple
A
sheets.
barracks? You want?
Yeah.
You want? I was looking for a barracks. Well, that was the original idea, and
Yeah.
then it's just like there's 20 people who can't all have a problem
Yeah.
with me.
So as part of your kickoff, are you kicked off campus? Do you have to live off campus, or are you just not permitted in that dorm room?
I'm not permitted in that dorm room and have not been assigned a new one, so I'm currently homeless.
Okay,
man.
they're kind of just kicking your file down the road. And
Yes.
you haven't really heard back.
Wow.
No, I haven't
What-
heard back, and I've been really banging down the door to try to figure out my sleeping situation. But
If you wanted to come, I don't like a friend being homeless.
Oh.
If you wanted to come sleep in my dorm room, that would be fine. I think our floor is no virgins, so that'd be the
now,
only thing.
no,
You know what?
Gotcha.
But you know what we could do? We could let
Here,
you
take a quick
sleep.
picture with me. I feel bad. Take a
No.
quick picture.
What-
Take a quick
Take a
picture.
picture.
Okay,
Here, I'll
fine.
take
Feel
it.
bad.
I'll
That's
take it.
nice
I'll
of you,
take it.
Todd.
fine,
That's
great.
nice of you,
Take
Todd.
it. And you just got bunny ears.
yeah, I see it. Okay.
Print it out. Shake this like a Polaroid picture. Stop tapping your foot, Todd. Stop tapping your foot.
You know what?
We saw that.
This isn't nice. You are
No.
homeless. We live on the sex floor, and you're not allowed. So obviously,
Well,
you can't come in.
well, here's the
but
thing.
we can let you curl up on the welcome mat right outside the glass door.
You know,
Yeah, if you want to be our little
will.
fucking dirty dog. If you want to be
We'll
our
take you for a
dirty
while.
dog.
You know what? You
you're
guys
outside
are
dog.
saying that like it's a gross bad thing, but I'm gonna accept it and I'm gonna make the best of it. So you
Okay.
guys can eat my ass.
Well, I have a
Well-
leash in my backpack. Do you want to put it
You
on now? or
wish.
later?
Hey,
fucking
first,
get in
buy me
line.
bread first.
Yeah. Yeah,
Listen.
that's a little early for us
and
to
here's
eat
the thing,
your
guys.
ass.
You guys, yeah, we've all established it's well-trod territory that I am a fucking
Trod.
virgin.
Trodden.
Trod.
Okay, so if we could just leave that shit in the past and let me.
I
Oh, no.
I'm in college now.
I think college is where people lose their
yes,
virginity.
this is.
Yes, this is-
Right, this is
It's
it.
true. Hopefully you don't fucking have a heart attack this time when we finally get
I'm
you
not.
laid at the end of the season.
I'm not going to. I've been doing.
I guarantee you, you're getting
I
laid
smell
at
a
the end of the
similar
season.
storyline
No.
for your
No,
ass.
here's the thing. I've been doing slow immersion therapy to avoid ever having a heart attack, taking steps closer and closer to sex for the past few weeks.
Well, you had a panic attack just looking at a picture of shorts the other day. Little girl shorts. Little
Whoa,
girl
whoa,
shorts.
whoa. And the panic attack was due to me being uncomfortable with the fact that someone handed me a photo of a little girl's shorts.
That's what you say.
No, it was not. I was
That's
not.
your side of the story. But my side is I gave you a little picture of little girl shorts and you
What?
fucking panicked.
Why'd you have a picture of little girl's shorts, Bill?
Because I'm rushing a frat and I was showing the boys that I know what cheerleader shorts are.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
rushing for Sigma Chi, all
Agreed.
right?
No, well-
and they're hazing the hell out of me right now. I had to
Oh,
pee
you're
into
getting
my own
hazed.
mouth yesterday.
God, you're getting hazed.
I'm getting hazed bad
Is
right
it
now.
tough for you as a 50-something-year-old man rushing a frat with a bunch of 18-year-olds?
Well, a lot of people say you grow out of being humiliated. Like you don't have a tolerance for it. Like
There's a
you
time
would.
where you love it. There's a time where you really love it.
Yeah. Well, you don't know any better. You're fucking stupid and you're desperate. You're a desperate little bitch. And you get into college and you're like, yeah.
Slap me. Put a
I'll
fish
eat
up my
this
butt or
dookie just so you guys will let me drive you around on homecoming football day.
So that's where you are?
But I have never grown out of that.
Yeah.
I love it.
You
I
like it.
love it. Yeah, I'm a sub. I am for sure a sub. When they start beating me, I go, more! Put me in leather! I yell at them, and they're like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's not that. They said it's not that fun for them to
Yeah, 'cause I
to
like
haze you. Yeah.
I like it. They tied a 15-pound dumbbell to my sack the other day, and I was like, oh, fuck. This shit feels good. And they said, never mind. Just let him through this.
Yeah, they all just left early and went to the pita pit.
Oh, yeah. And that's some tough pictures there for all the dead animals. The pita pit.
The pita pit is rough. I went in there looking for a BLT and a pita and walked into the wrong place.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it is a
mass grave for animals.
People against the ethical treatment of animals. It's just
Yeah,
photos
but you
of.
can get a little bit of Mediterranean food in the back corner.
Yes, that's true, and affordable.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
affordable.
falafel only though.
So
no
it's
meat
definitely
options.
worth walking through all
I
those
fell
starving
awful
animals.
last time I was there.
Fell awful? You fell awful at falafel?
I fell awful. Which is the third place in there. Falafel.
Falafel?
Yeah,
Have you had their falafel?
I haven't. That's the dessert place, right?
Yes.
I've
Yeah,
not had
feel
that.
awful
Is it
for
good?
waffle.
It's awful.
Feel awful full waffle.
It's awful. Yeah, that place is nasty.
I steer clear of that whole area.
Yeah.
I just do. It's too much for me.
But I mean, this place is crawling with excitement. There's clubs you can get into. I
Yeah.
mean, college wasn't like this when we were back in it, you know?
No, this is great. I was
Everybody's
on the
connected.
quad earlier, and people were kind of walking around me and avoiding me, but it was nice to just be around everything. I tried to get into a frisbee game.
Yeah, it does feel like there's like 20 feet of negative space around me everywhere I go. But people are marching and they're being inclusive, and I'm like, what the heck?
Now, Sam, how did your audition for the a cappella group go?
Yeah.
Well, let's just say I didn't make it. Let's just say right now I didn't
Really?
make it. I didn't make it. Firstly,
But they don't tell people no this early.
Yeah.
They've
Well-
already told you no.
as soon as I pressed play on the boombox, they were like, no.
What song did you
No.
end up choosing? Because you showed us a bunch of different renditions of different songs.
Yeah, well, I was trying to do an a cappella version of My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. Something
Great
upbeat.
song.
And the first thing you did was play music.
Yeah, I
Not
played
a cappella.
I played music, and so we got into this big argument in the audition, and they said that we would have given you another chance, but
bad.
you've wasted the literal time of your audition arguing with us. And I said, well, this is not hospitable. I'm going to find a new major. So that's how I found hotel management.
You were
I was-
going to major in a cappella.
I was going to singing a cappella.
Wow.
And
Sounds like we're getting into a lot of fights the first week or two here.
Well, hey, you can take the man out of Hollywood, but you can't take Hollywood out of the man. You know what I'm saying, my man?
Yeah, so far we're off on a bad foot at college.
I just want to put this sort of worm in your guys' ear.
Well, that's the only place you'll put a worm.
Okay. All right then.
Your worm.
Yeah. Okay.
Your worm gets no
That's
fucking
not
action.
what I was saying. What I'm trying
Your
to say
worm's
is
buried in the ground.
there's
But I haven't seen you put it in a hole in the ground. Try to pretend like it's a pussy.
listen.
And it was early. I saw the early bird catch that worm also. You,
Yeah, you fucking flew away with your ass like JFK's head.
Well, first, all four limbs are shooting up in the air, going and your pelvis getting pulled into the ground.
Damn, the early bird got your
I thought I
ass.
was up early enough that nobody would have seen that happen.
No way, dude.
It was
college.
it was
It was
5
an
o'clock
8
in the morning.
class.
Okay. Well, listen. All I'm trying to say, guys, is that I really think we need to take this opportunity at a fresh start seriously and focus on our careers.
am.
You guys know I've decided to focus on to go to medical school, and it's going to be a lot of work for me. So I need you guys to know
idiot.
that. I just need you guys to know that I'm not going to be down to party all the time.
What's new?
I'm going to be studying.
I think that's great.
That is
Thank
good.
you.
And I think that's a really, you were such a bad teacher that I think that going into something where you're helping people, because you're a kind man.
Yeah.
Is there any
Thank you.
more respectable profession than helping people for an exorbitant amount of money and making tons of money and having a nice car?
That not at all.
I think being a doctor is one of the most. It's one of the best ways to get a big house.
Well, and are
You know
you
what I
gonna?
mean? It's
And you're gonna
absolutely-
be.
it's a service.
Absolutely. And you're gonna be the type of doctor that kind of suits your personality, right? You're gonna be an anesthesiologist.
Well, I don't appreciate the explanation of why, but yes, my choice is to get into anesthesiology.
And why is that?
Because I don't want people to have to.
You're tired of people falling asleep just talking to you. You want it to be your fault.
No.
You're again.
I know that pain is a difficult thing to. Okay.
Well, wow, you got your first patient over there. Get up, Sam.
Okay. You know what? I could see that this
Hey,
year is going to
Howard,
be no
we
different
love
than every other year.
Howard, we love you. It's the we're roasting you for earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in a new setting. We're in a dank, stank basement, and we're having fun getting loose.
Oh. Just got a little asbestos
Just
in
checking
my
it.
hair.
Yeah. Feels like we need to do some.
As we can. As best as we can, Todd. How's that going? Was that?
Well, that's
was
something that happened to a preacher.
Okay.
So you'd have to ask
That
him.
wasn't you. That was
No, but as best as we can. I mean, we all know that.
We're all
company.
aware.
We've all seen the
We're all
commercial.
I
aware of the
wish that would have been
campaign.
us. I wish that would have
We've
been
all
us.
adopted the movement.
Yes. I started a GoFundMe to help pay for the Kickstarter of that movement.
Yeah.
So if people want to, I don't want to donate myself, but if people want to go fund me for my donations, I'll
so
donate
it's
to the
simply
campaign.
to fund starting a Kickstarter.com?
That's right.
How much money does you need?
As much as you got.
GoFundMe is great because you get whatever people donate. So
Yes.
you don't have to meet
no
your
goal.
goal. You can just keep making money.
So yeah, I think I'm going to be at a practice today. Hoping it'll be big news for my walk on.
You have to you have to do the 40-yard dash.
That's right. That's
Right?
right. Well, it's a lot of people. It'll be a dash. Yes, and I'm just hoping I get onto the track. And this because that's where in college. That's where the ladies are, is athletics.
Yes.
And I love the way the NCAA treats players. I'd love to be involved in that in any way possible.
Right.
Doesn't seem like your head needs any more hurt. You know? You
I don't think
even
your
have
head needs any more hurt, Todd.
You don't even have CTE, and you're pretty fucked up, Todd.
Well, I do. I was diagnosed with CTE upon birth.
Right.
Because your mom fucking ran around with your ass.
Well, your mom was a famous football player.
My mom, yes, that's right. My mom
Joan
was
Namath.
was Joan and Namath.
Joan Namath.
And you might know her as
Kind of like Joan and the Cusacks.
yes,
Kinda like the Cusacks.
Joan and John Cusack.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
She is the.
I thought it was Bun Roethlisberger.
Well, Bun Roethlisberger is my adopted mother.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
There was right after. Before that, it was between Joan Namath and Bettina Favre.
You were going to get to choose who your mother was?
That's right.
Wow, talk about
And
choice.
your aunt is Michelle Strahan, right?
Well, I believe in a son's right to choose.
Agreed.
Their mother, that is.
That's right. Well, we had Padre versus the United States. It went to the Supreme Court.
Of which football mom was yours?
Yes,
And what are the specifics of that? How does a
Martina.
I wanted to choose my mom after birth, and my moms wanted to abort me after birth.
And luckily
so
you
we-
won.
Well, you were the first fetus to take the stand, right? Little
right.
gross little fetus up
That's
there.
right. I took the stand, first fetus ever. And I won the trial. We went to the Supreme Court, and it was a 5-4 decision. The minority decision said that this is the craziest thing we've ever seen.
They didn't even weigh in on it.
They didn't wait. They said, we're voting no just because this is what is going on.
Right.
That fetus is still attached to its mother with
That's
its
right.
umbilical cord.
And I objected.
Which should give us a clue to the verdict. But, he's going to fight what he's going to fight for.
That's right. So anyway, I'm doing the 40 today. I'm hoping to get a 15-second 40, and that'll take some get some eyes on
Wow,
me.
that's long.
What, is 50 seconds long for a 40?
Yeah, usually they're about 3.5 to 5
Well,
seconds.
I'm 75 and I'm in a wheelchair, so give me some
You're
credit.
75?
Yeah,
Yes.
but
You look much older.
You did have a chemical peel, which I think hurt.
Yes. Well, it was pretty painful, and
You didn't go to a salon.
I self-peeled.
That was your problem.
Well, you burnt your ass out on the beach, right?
Yeah, well, I went to the place at the beach that the Joker goes to, and asked for a chemical peel.
Yeah. You go to the water treatment plant that's right on the coast where they process all the poop and add a lot of chemicals in there, and you say just spin, give me one spin through.
One spin through.
Give me the usual.
I give him $350, get the usual.
$1,000?
Dollars.
Oh, okay.
$350,000.
Right.
Shit. Shit.
Well, hey guys, look. I think we have our work cut out for us. Is all I'm trying to say, and I think we all need to focus. We can focus on the social stuff, but we also need to focus on getting our lives in order so that we have a future.
Yes.
You
Can
know,
I get
'cause-
anyone a Perrier or a soft drink? Or
Not if I'm gonna have to
perhaps
pay for it.
Okay, well,
Can we take a quick break? I need to stretch my leg.
Todd.
Welcome to your digital course catalog. The following courses have just been added for next trimester. Anthropology 221. Not your mother's anthropology class, it's your father's. Everyone's father will teach this class one-on-one with their kid. Don't ask about the logistics of how this will happen, but let's just say your father has to quit his job, move to the college, and teach this class to you for no money. Intro to Buffalo Wild Wings Lab. Please come prepared on your first day with your own sauce spin bucket and your $30,000 lab fee.
Okay, well, guys, I hope that break treated y'all great because it treated me great. But things are no different this season as they've always been. We got a guest in the lounge today. A good friend of ours. We saw him every now and then at Hamilton. He was one of our favorite substitute teachers, but he's a real good guy. Yep. And his name is Jim Smith. Jim.
Hey, guys.
It's good to hear your voice,
Jim Smith in the hizzy.
Typical Jim.
Yeah, that's what I would say all the time. How are you guys doing?
Pretty
We're
good.
good,
Good
man.
to see you.
Yeah, it's great to be seen, I'll tell you that much. I think I was invisible for about 5 years. I'm just kidding.
is that a dig at how we didn't come to
You
your
guys
birthday?
did well. No, I invited you to things for several years that you seem to lose emails all the time. I don't know how that happens.
Well, listen, Jim, we just don't love playing games. You like to play a lot of games at your parties. We just kind of
I thought you meant with the emails. Like, it's just invites. It's not playing games.
No. When we get to your parties, it's all right. Like, oh, I got this new game. You guys got to play it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I'm sorry that you were the donkey that one time that we played Pin the Tail.
Yeah.
But
I was
is that what
bleeding.
you're upset about?
That's exactly
Yeah,
what
all your
I'm
games,
upset
they have a twist where there's always some human getting punished.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but humans are essentially disgusting. I feel they need to be
almost
punished.
drowned in that game of Go Fish.
Yeah.
Right.
Look, I'm sorry. I thought it was very clear that the title of the game was Go, Fish, and that you were all fish.
Well, and here's the
that
thing.
you would whip us from the top of the
From
water?
one end of the pool, if we're not swimming fast enough.
And I'll be honest, I was excited. The one game night I did attend one of your parties, we played a game of Settlers of Catan. I was so excited. It's one of my favorite
classic, simple game.
games. Yes, I get there and you say, all right, you're the sheep.
Yes,
And
exactly.
I say, what do you mean I'm the sheep? And you say,
I said,
go out back. Yeah, you
Go out back. Say,
And you said,
I don't
please-
understand English out of your mouth.
And
Say
then-
ba 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 ba.
And all of a sudden, please welcome Chris Kattan.
Yeah, he was a special guest. It's difficult to get Chris Kattan. He's Corky Romano
it's
himself. Not so difficult.
No, it's not.
Not so difficult, but I had to,
We've all seen Catan at many parties around town.
I had to give him return gas money. One way.
Well, I just didn't love that when we played Monopoly, I went straight to jail.
Real jail.
Real jail. Yeah, I have a friend down at the sheriff's department, and he was kind enough to, when you landed on go directly to jail, he popped in and he pistol whipped you. And I'm sorry about that, but I think you seen that movie Game Night?
Well, that's just what I was about to say. It
I
feels
haven't
like
seen
you
it.
wrote that movie. It feels very similar to that movie.
Does it seem like something I would write? That's very kind because
Well,
I'm an
I mean, we
amateur
like-
writer.
We
and-
do like it. We like the plays you used to put
You
up
are
at
definitely
school.
an amateur writer. I've read some of your poetry. It is crap.
Well, I'm not
He
mainly
means
a
that in a
poet.
good way. He means that in a good
Yeah,
way.
yeah. Oh, I love crap.
Yeah.
Oh, so like a Michael Jackson bad kind of thing?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
What was that that you just did?
We are big Jackson heads.
Come
here.
on.
Yeah. Well, it's great to see you guys again. I missed
man.
you. I missed you. I've been over there at Hamilton High for the past 3 days, so I thought I'd come by.
Oh, yeah. Who are you subbing for?
I was subbing for Mr. Conowall.
Oh!
Yeah, and it's been
nice.
it's been great. It's been really good. Like, you guys know that I can do any subject.
Yeah.
Any subject.
Yes.
I'm an expert at. And
We are willing to do any subject.
well, that's the thing is because all I do, my whole philosophy of substitute teaching is when I get the job, I get the call, I call up the AV closet in the morning. I say, can I get the VCR and can I get the TV? And then I am expert at picking any movie movie that has to do
Yes.
with whatever subject.
Yeah.
Oh, this-
and I can justify it.
So let's work on this.
Yeah, because
So-
Canawal, of course, is our health and sex education teacher.
That's right. Yes. So Caligula, I would pick for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what about if you did a math class? That feels like it might be hard.
Math, I would normally do something like 88 Minutes, that movie, and I would have the kids count every minute. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 88.
Smart.
And these are high school students.
These are high school students, so they can get up there. They can get all the way up to usually about 99 before they start to their eyes cross, and they're like, "Where am I?"
I didn't know if I agreed when you played Nacho Libre in Spanish class.
But you don't know if you agreed?
I don't know, but now that I think about it, I do.
Search within yourself.
I agree with that
Okay,
decision now.
thank you very much.
Now, what do you think of our new digs? Obviously, you can see we're in a dank, smelly basement
Yeah.
with
It's the
good
basement
bones.
We are going
Well,
to
you say
college.
that, but you don't know I went blind the other day. So,
Oh, wow.
I'm
Is
so
that
sorry
why
to
you
have
came in
offended
with
you.
a walking stick.
yes, I did. Much like Steve Wonder, the famous blind musician.
Well, you have to understand we were confused because you always walked around with that walking stick.
Yes.
I did
before you were.
I
born.
did. I needed a little help, as they say, but now I need a lot of help, as they say. And
Saying
You were
stuff to
taking this
you.
really well.
thank you very much. Well, it just happened the other day. It was.
Even better.
Oh my God!
This was 3 days ago when the eclipse happened?
That's right. Yes. Of course, everyone was out there looking at the eclipse, and I was like, no way. I'm not going to look at that thing.
Right.
And I would actively shut my eyes, and I was walking around with and I had a sleep mask on, and I guess I wandered out into traffic because I was hit by a semi truck. And why do they call them semis
There's
when
a full
they
truck.
hit really hard?
Now, were you hit with the whole truck or just something that sort of poked you in the eyes?
I was hit by the entire truck at the same time.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, all 3 dimensions of it.
Wow, okay.
They said they'd never seen anything like it. It was crazy.
direct hit.
Every part of the truck hit you.
From front to back, all parts touched me at the exact same time.
And all you lost was your eyesight.
That's right. They hit me right direct in the eyes.
Wow.
They comped me in the nog, as they say.
Good grief! I'm
Yeah.
sorry to hear that.
It's all right.
Jim.
It's been interesting being a blind man.
Interesting.
It's been interesting because it seemed, they say that when you lose one of your senses, all of the others become intensified.
Yeah, you definitely felt us up when you came in the room.
And believe you me, I was able to tell you were humans after a good 60 seconds or so.
Yeah, we were like, I don't know if you need to put your hands inside of our
Now, you guys
pants.
didn't know I was blind, but you were okay with it, though.
Well, yeah.
Well, we hadn't seen you in a while. We thought maybe there was some new custom we weren't accustomed to. Or
Yeah.
I thought it was
Custom, a
European.
custom.
But yeah, all your senses are a lot better. I saw you really enjoying an oatmeal right before you got in.
Oh my God, oatmeal! That I used to think it was disgusting.
Yeah, oatmeal is classically nasty.
Because I had never smelled nor tasted it before. I just looked at it.
Right.
But if you just smell it and just taste it, it's
Yeah.
the most delicious food in the world.
Wow. And you're getting some pretty good government benefits now that you're blind. I mean, the
Oh,
placard
yeah.
comes, you can park wherever. They
you can still drive.
yeah, you literally crash everywhere.
No,
and you
it's
can park there.
They sent me that placard, and I was like, "Well, that's a little ironic, isn't it? That's a little dig."
You think it was a dig? You think
Oh
they're
yeah,
trying
the
to-
city
you think they're
council
getting at
will
you
roast you
personally?
every time they get a chance.
They're classic roasters. I was like, I didn't know this was a roast. This is like Anthony Jeselnik here and Whitney Cummings, and they were, which was
They
weird.
were.
They were there.
They delivered the mail.
They delivered the mail to me. It was like a
Wow.
Make-A-Wish thing because they heard about my unique accident.
Wow.
It was their Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
They're dying.
To roast a hurt person.
They are dying, and they were like, I just want to meet this interesting man who was hit by so much of the truck. So I showed him around. I took my walking stick out for a little bit.
Wow, well, we're going to miss them on the dais.
Yeah, well,
Yes, the dais is. Who's at the dais?
too
now?
shy.
Well, Ross will be there.
Rob,
He's
of
always
course.
going to be holding it
And
down.
Rachel,
Roastmaster.
Monica,
Yep.
they'll all be there.
All
Gunther
the
will be there.
friends.
Gunther.
Yeah.
I hope Phoebe does Smelly Cat.
Oh yeah, at a roast.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That would kill.
Kill.
That's what they say, by the way, to an audience that laughs at what you do. Like, you killed them.
Oh, you
Isn't that interesting? You
That
killed
is
them.
interesting.
It is.
How do you know
Not
that?
in this climate.
Are you doing more comedy now that you're
I'm
sort
doing
of-
so much comedy now.
So much.
I mean, my personal story is what audiences are really interested in. Because,
Truthful, you're set.
Because, well, I've told you many times that my name, Jim Smith, it seems like such a regular name until they learn that Jim is short for gymnasium.
That's right. It is GYM.
GYM. It's because it's where I was born and it's where I work. So
Immediately fascinating. Now that I understand the difference.
exactly, and it's where I'll die, hopefully, God willing. But
Well, you keep trying to kill yourself at the Final Four.
I do. And they're like, wait, save it until the finals.
Right. This is like the 16th
Right.
seed here.
What
or
is it?
something.
They make you shoot a half-court shot to let you kill yourself, and if you make it, they're going to give you the gun.
And you think I would practice, but instead, it's always like 3 days before. I'm like, I should get out on the court.
Yeah.
If this blind man makes this shot, he gets to kill himself. That's a tough thing for children.
Well, and the pressure. I mean, the pressure
No,
must get to you.
They say cover your ears, kids. So that they've
Good.
covered their bases with that.
That's good. That's real
Yeah.
good.
So
man.
yeah, but the comedy's great. It's been treating me great.
Good.
I'm out on the circuit. Yeah. Now I'm the blind comedian, so that gives me an extra hook. So I have a lot of blind jokes.
Right.
When I say a lot, I mean I'm working on one.
But your sort of existence sort of is the big joke, right? It is.
That's true. People just kind of look at me and they go, "Well, that's funny." I don't know what it is.
Right.
I don't know what happened to that man, but that's funny.
Are you doing You Might Be a Blind Man stuff? You know, kind of
Like if you can't see, and you might be a blind man. That's as far as I've
That's
gotten.
almost a joke.
That's a joke I
close.
can't do. I can't get away with that
No,
kind of
none
joke
of us
because I don't. I'm
No.
not afflicted.
Don't touch with it.
I'll tell it around a blind
Don't touch
person.
it.
I'll say it around anybody. I
Well,
don't care.
you've got that kind of courage. You're like a Ricky Gervais over here.
That's exactly right. That's right. And I take similar photos of myself and put them out there.
You've gotten so svelte lately, and it looks not funny. It looks great.
Thank you. Yeah, I think the most important thing about a comedian is people can see my body.
Well, you're just taking regular photos, and people are like, "Are you doing the Ricky Gervais ugly face?" And you're like, "No, this is just my face."
That's right. I get a lot of, "Are you doing this person's ugly face in photos?" They said, "Okay,
Are you
this
pretending-
one's not a silly one. This
You
one's
look
not
like
a silly
Brad Pitt making his ugliest face.
one." Which is almost a compliment.
Yeah. Are you lampooning a dead man in this photo?
And well, that was the photo next to my father's casket, and I was lampooning him in that photo.
Oh yeah, you roasted him at his funeral.
That's right. That was my make-a-wish.
And I heard Anthony and Whitney were there too.
That's
as
right.
well.
That's right.
Yeah.
We did not get along.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can
Similar
be costly.
If I'm
personalities.
being honest, I think they're having a bit of a field day with this Make-A-Wish stuff. I mean, how many do they get?
Yeah,
You know what I
how
mean?
many
There are
wish-
sick kids
I
out
thought there
there.
were
They've
3
got-
wishes.
It's not called make only one wish.
Yeah. That's
I guess
It's
not.
like make a wish and then they make it,
I
and then
guess
they
it's-
get it, then they
yeah.
make another wish.
Yeah, they're wishing for more wishes up in the hospital.
Yeah.
Must be a classic genie situation.
Now, Jim, we're back in college, and is there something that you, like we're
That's
this
a
is
lot
our
of track to lay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
We
But you
did
did
about
it so
the half hour
succinctly.
earlier.
yes.
Yeah.
It's a chance for a rebirth for us. Is there something that
Yeah.
you would do if you could go back to college? Something you regret not having done before?
So are you saying it's a go back in time situation, or are you saying I re-enroll as the person I am today? Please
re-enroll.
be more specific.
you go back in time to 10 years after you graduated and re-enroll?
and re-enroll. Okay. Well, this is tough. So if there's something that I would do if I went back to college, I would take more electives. And I would run for student body president, definitely.
Yeah.
And I would be head of the yearbook. And I would also run the student paper.
Wow.
And I would also be in charge of booking all the comedians.
So it sounds like everything? You'd want to do kind of everything?
Did you not
Yeah.
get involved with much in high school?
No,
college?
during college, I pretty much I took one class, and then I slept 23 hours a day.
That's interesting.
And,
So
yeah.
you took one hour class.
One 1-hour class, and then I just was like, lights out.
Yeah.
And
No
the teacher
travel
would
time
turn
or
the
anything.
lights
Yeah.
out.
Were you
You would sleep there.
depressed?
I believe I was depressed. I mean, it was a psychology class.
Oh, so you'd get depressed.
And it was just me. It was just me.
So you had therapy,
Yeah.
and then you'd pass out?
Yeah,
What did the room
they
look
called
like?
it?
Yeah,
Yeah, was the room
it was
kind
a
of like-
small study with a couch that I would lay down on that my mommy would take me.
And now, what college was this at?
This was in an office building in a strip mall.
I also
And-
want to point out you had the sleep patterns of like a three-toed sloth.
Thank you so much.
You're
That's
welcome.
yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what that's what they would say to me, and I would say no, I actually have 10, and they would put that argument to rest right there.
Right? Vested.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So no, I would just get more involved. I'd get up, get
Right.
into it, and get involved.
You
as James
wouldn't
Brown said.
just go to therapy.
No,
you would
I would
actually
go to college. So if I had the chance to go to college instead of therapy, I would do that then. Yes.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
we're closer because none of us are in therapy, so we're all closer.
No,
right? We're all
it's a
closer than that.
sham.
You guys gotta go. I think you have so much that you could get off your chest.
Nah, I'm
why
healthy.
why don't you tell me your deepest secrets?
Oh wow!
I guess
That'd be fun. We never do that on game night.
I guess I wear the same shirt too much.
Yeah.
Probably the deepest one I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, we noticed.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Yeah,
Me and the
that's-
guys, me
You
and
notice
me and
my
my bros.
secret?
No, we're not your bros.
That's my big secret.
Not your bros, Jim.
Yeah, you got to be a full-time employee. No offense.
Crack a cold one with us, Jim.
Yeah.
We're not your bros.
Okay. Well,
I'm not
what's
your bro
what's
ever
your-
since that game of Simon Says. I'm not your bro.
Okay, I'm sorry, but Simon Helberg was available, and he was up to making you do things.
Yeah, he kicked my ass.
Yeah.
I was really excited to go to your house finally and play a game of Sorry. I thought we were getting some. Finally, he's going to apologize. We're going to do
No,
this thing
no,
right.
it was just an intervention where we were trying to get you to apologize to us for
Yeah.
the things that you've done.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
no.
I think that's my favorite part. I think a lot of people do interventions wrong, but you did it right. You all surround a person and you make them apologize to you.
Apologize to you. That's a type of intervention.
Yeah, it's like more of a shame circle, shaming them into.
Here's what you
apologizing.
did to me. Son
Well,
of a bitch.
It's a lot of well and then pregnant pauses, waiting.
my biggest
Speaking
secret,
of pregnant,
Oh, Jim,
I have something to announce.
no. What could it possibly be, Jim?
I finally got the hat trick. You
A
know,
third?
all the schools that I go around to, I finally got a third teacher pregnant.
Wow. I didn't know you were shooting for that as a goal.
Gymnasium.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, Gymnasium Dodgeball Smith.
Smithsonian, right? That's your last name?
Smithsonian. Yes, because that's where the gym was that I was born. In the basement of the Smithsonian.
and is dodgeball related to that? or is
Dodgeball.
that-
Well, that's where I was born. My mother, may she rest in peace. She's taking a nap right
You
now.
killed her, yeah.
She was in the middle of a game of dodgeball at 9 months, and she took a hard one to the stomach, and I just slipped right out. And she thought I was a dodgeball.
Right.
She picked me up and threw me, and that umbilical cord made me snap right back up into her hoo-ha. It was comical. It was like something out of a There's Something About Mary.
You got to
film.
tell this on stage. Tell me you're using it.
No, that's private. That's too private. I could never do that to my mother, my dear departed mother. She left to go sleep at a motel.
No one listens to this, so your secret's safe. It won't go out.
Thank you. Anyway, I was just very proud of that.
Well,
So.
yeah,
So
congratulations.
So yeah, you have 3 simultaneous women pregnant.
Simultaneously pregnant. Yes, it was it. We had an orgy, and I was like, the first 2
Damn!
missed their periods. And all 3 happened to be ovulating at the same time. And that's because
They're hanging out?
They're at different schools, but they
Right.
just somehow, being teachers, they had synced themselves up. And
Well, we synced up. We were all remember. We were on the
we
same
took-
bathroom schedule.
Yeah. We take nasty shits at
Simultaneous
the same time.
shit?
Yeah, that's like sort of the male
Good
version.
around each other. We all started balding around the same time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I am not balding. I still
Well, we all
have my
balded
hair.
or got toupees at the same time. I
Yeah, are we
guess.
not talking about his toupee? Is that not something that
Just brush my real hair here.
Well, we are. He's not.
Oh, okay. So it's okay to say?
Yeah. He ripped his. He probably doesn't want you to hear the story, but he ripped his hair out in a fit.
No.
But when we were out in Hollywood, he ripped his hair out and replaced it with
my hair-
grass from a field.
Really? That's artificial
my
turf?
hair grows long if I let it.
Oh.
What do you mean if you let it?
I'm just saying. If I let it, it grows.
And green, or are you dyeing it?
Yeah, no, it grows green. This is natural.
Honestly, this is better
I'm
than
gonna dye
when
my
you.
hair blonde or brown.
I prefer this to when you misunderstood what people meant when they said you get a rug, and you were walking around with a Persian rug on your head for about 3 months.
Yeah.
Exactly. Speaking of Persia, some other big news.
Oh, gymnasium.
I'm so glad we're catching up.
Finally.
Can you? Yes, finally I did it. I killed a Persian man.
That's big news.
You've been on this crazy racist tirade for years.
Well, ever since they enacted those stand your ground laws, I was like, I gotta get in on
God,
this.
that must feel good. I mean, how long have you been staring at that vision board?
I've been like, damn. No one's approaching me.
When is somebody gonna get on my property?
And what was the scenario? Where it was it someone who was it? Is it a person you knew or was
it was a person I half knew.
Now, this was a real Persian, not Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
Well, let me tell you something. He was as handsome as Jake Gyllenhaal and about as talented.
Same address.
Same address. Yeah, he lived in Jake Gyllenhaal's in his guest house. I guess game recognizes game. Just Jake Gyllenhaal saw this guy on the street, was like, "You're like a young Jake Gyllenhaal. You got to live in my guest house." Anyway, so
We've been there. People recognizing our game and saying, "Come live with us."
Yeah. Anyway, so
Would say, what kind of movies are you working on right now? Because you said you are writing a little bit.
yeah,
it looks like you're pretty obsessed with Something About Mary.
I try to write 1 page a day of my sequel to There's Something About Mary, called. Seriously, I think there is something about Mary.
Right.
And I am trying to attach Ben Stiller, and I've been calling him up every single day and getting his receptionist a lot, and complaining about his previous, like the movies from the last 5 years. They're too serious. That's an icebreaker, and then and then I'll say, but speaking of funny,
which you weren't.
When I was talking about the opposite of it, so it makes sense to them at least.
Yeah,
right.
I'll say I got another page. And
you call him every day?
I call him every day.
And how's your relationship with his receptionist? Are you guys getting pretty close?
It's good. His name's Norm. And when he answers the phone, I say Norm, like cheers.
Oh, that's funny.
And he loves it. He says that's funnier than anything you put in the script because I read him the script every day.
1 page at a time. That's
1 page at a time, and he can retain the sense of story, mainly because I recap all information at the top of each page.
Oh, yeah, we do
knowing Norm is my audience.
Right.
So I'm on page 145 right now, and the recap is getting lengthy.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
So you were telling us right before we started recording that you're having another game night tonight, and you want us to come.
That's the reason I came, guys. I want you guys to come.
I'm open to this as long as it's not going to fuck with us.
I feel like we're back. We know each other again a little bit. This is nice. Maybe we can do it.
If you can guarantee a good time for the 4 of us and us not being some sort of prop for the game.
No, we're going to have a nice piñata. And just bring your baseball bats if you could. I'll collect them when you
each need
get
to bring
there.
our own baseball. Oh, you'll collect them?
Well, I mean,
I'm not going to bring a baseball bat that you're going to beat me with my own bat. I'm not going to do that. If that's what
you want to be beaten with someone else's bat?
I think
I
we
don't wanna be
prefer to
beaten at
not
all.
be beaten.
It seems like that's emasculating enough.
You told me to
Yes.
show up, stick thousands of multicolored Post-it notes all over myself, and show up.
Yeah.
I did.
Wait,
And
is that why you fed me all those Snickers in their wrappers?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you haven't digested those bad boys yet.
And
but.
also, is that the reason that I got a whole thing of twine with a noose tied at the end of it already?
No,
you
that was a different reason.
That was
Yeah.
a suggestion.
When you came in here, now that I think about it, you put a screw in my head and tied me to the ceiling.
I did. Well, trepanation that's where you drill a hole in someone's head in order to allow air in there, and it's supposedly euphoric for the brain.
I was going to, it felt good.
Is one of my hobbies. So
Good.
Yeah, you're high as hell.
So those two are unrelated. Yours two are related.
Okay.
So for those of you keeping score.
Well, I don't think we want a fucking cum gymnasium.
Come on, guys. I need this. I need to set a good example for my 3 children, that I can have friends and I can have male relationships.
No, I thought the women were all pregnant.
They're all. I need to start planting the seeds right now.
Okay.
You're not going to say, "Hey, I want to go sit in the shade." It's like, well, where's the tree? I haven't planted the seed yet.
So what are you going to do? Have these women come over and loudly talk about how you're friends with other men, so it gets through the tummies?
And maybe they'll take a plastic cup, and get down on each other's stomachs and talk into each other's stomachs.
Oh, like the classic thing in movies where kids would put a glass to a doorway to try to hear inside.
What movies are these that you're seeing this in?
Little
Citizen
kid
Kane?
spies, little kid spy
This
movies.
feels maybe more
Godfather
like a TV
2?
trope. A TV trope.
TV, yeah, whatever. Filmed.
Do you think
stuff.
TV is movies?
Do you think TV is movies? Answer that right now.
Answer me now.
I think TV.
God damn it.
I think TV is
I'm
as much
getting
movies
raw.
as movies. TV is as much movies as movies is movies.
No.
Yes, it's all video
TV's is
stories.
TVs, movies is movies.
I don't know. I think they're all video
What
stories.
do you think
and I
about
like
magazines?
Huh? I think those are
Magazines
paper
is
movies.
I
Yes.
think those
Magazines
are paper
is movies.
Magazines is paper. Is paper. TVs, which is TVs, is movies.
And
Is
newspapers is
radio?
DVDs.
Oh, okay. Newspapers is TV.
Newspapers is DVDs, and websites is MP3s.
Yep. And MP3s is Blu-rays.
Look,
Yeah.
I, all those mediums, I am a theater guy through and through.
Speaking of mediums,
No.
I'm an amateur fortune teller now.
Wow, you have built up news like crazy.
It is crazy everything that's been going on, but I feel like I haven't seen you in so long.
So you're an amateur fortune teller compared to a professional fortune teller.
That's right. I'm a professional teacher. I don't think I would have time to be a professional fortune teller.
Right.
But I basically just, on the weekends, I just, I go down to the boardwalk and I just, I take a look at people and I try to say, like, hey, does anyone need their fortune told?
And you're guessing. You're just guessing.
I'm just guessing, and they'll go, oh, I do need my fortune told. I go, I just told it. You need your fortune told, and that's how I prove that I can do it.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm an amazing person, and I wish you guys would hang out with me more.
Well,
Jim, we'd love
Gymnasium,
to.
I'm not going to come to your house dressed like a pinata and let you beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I'm just not
I
doing
don't think
it.
any of us are up for that. I'm really sorry.
I'm in.
No
you,
surprise.
Todd.
No
Thank
surprise,
God.
Todd. You're such
I
a
need those
glutton for
Snickers back.
punishment.
Was that?
Yeah, hopefully you were a glutton for those Snickers.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry. We didn't know anyone was in here.
This is the basement of a college.
Yeah.
Are you guys students?
Yeah.
What
Oh,
do you
what are
guys
you
do?
guys
students
doing in
here?
here sneaking around in the basement?
We're going to make out.
to make out.
Oh, do
okay.
it. We like to watch.
Yeah, go
Well,
ahead.
one of you fuck this guy. He's a virgin.
Okay.
What? Oh, God! Oh!
Stop!
Oh!
Oh, he's having a heart attack. He's having a heart attack.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God, he's having a heart attack. Call 911.
No!
Wait. My girlfriend just cheated on me.
It's not cheating if you watch.
Good point.
Oh, he's excited again.
Shit.
This is
Oh
crazy.
shit, we gotta get him to a hospital. What's his
This
name
is
again?
crazy.
Howard.
Howard.
What's
My-
our dead friend's name
My
again?
bro Howard.
All right, well, we gotta get Howard to a hospital again.
God.
You guys can stick down here. We're done with the basement.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
If you guys want to use the podcasting equipment, do whatever you guys need to do.
Hi, 911. Take your time, but our friend here is having a heart attack.
And if you want to come to a party tonight, to a game night, 911, I'm having a great one tonight.
So that's party tonight. Friend having a heart attack here.
Yeah. Are you writing this
also,
down?
never
you-
forget.
And if you want to watch a couple students having sex, they're down here also. And never forget.
Never forget 911.
All right. Stay flippy.
Stay flippy.
Flippy.
I love you.
Class is out and the coffee's on. I got a couple things on my chest I got to get off. Cut me some slack and pour me a cup of that joy. Welcome to the teacher's lounge. Let's wrap it up and hit the road.